yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on...
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll have Matt Ryan calling the shots, the former MVP and third overall pick.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Ryan, he completes it to Wilson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This complete to Martin. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let him know, let him know.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Smith. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down.
Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dante Fowler has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12. On second and 12, Smith. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Ryan to the completion to Wilson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
They are going for it. It's Smith. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. From the 44, Smith completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. And it's complete to Martin. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now Ryan. And Martin's got it complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. Extra point attempt to come here.
The kicker on for the point after.
And it is now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Second and 2.
Smith. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Here's Smith. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. So, no, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now Smith, and he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Ready? 56, Mike, 56. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike, 56.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
They don't want to keep playing offense all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Smith throwing again. He finds Roberts, complete. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Smith. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Let's go. 59, ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
20.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
From the 24, Smith. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Let's go.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 1st and 10, Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football. High percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. Caught here by Griffin. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll run here with Freeman. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On first down, it's Smith. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Out of the gun, Smith.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Smith. His throw caught at about the 5. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Back 25! 54! I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you,